Have you ever come across an old British coin and wondered if it holds any hidden value? What if I told you that an ordinary-looking 10 new pence coin from 1969 might just hold more stories, more significance, and more hidden worth than you ever imagined? In today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible tale of the 1969 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin, a piece of currency that marked a turning point in British monetary history and continues to fascinate collectors and historians alike. From its unique design and the symbolism behind it to the hidden value and circulated condition, we'll explore it all. So stay with us as we uncover the mystery, beauty, and surprising worth of this historic coin. To truly appreciate the 1969 10 new pence coin, we must travel back to a transformative time in British history, the shift to decimal currency. For centuries, Britain operated under a complex monetary system based on pounds, shillings, and pence. It was a system steeped in tradition but confusing and increasingly outdated as global economies moved toward decimal-based systems. The year 1969 marked the beginning of a transitional period that would eventually culminate in decimal data, 15th of February 1971, the official launch of decimalisation in the UK. But in the 2 years leading up to that event, the government began issuing new decimal coins, including the now iconic 10 new pence piece. This wasn't just a change in how money was counted, it was a cultural shift, a modernization effort, and a redefinition of daily commerce. The 10 new pence coin, introduced in 1968 and widely circulated in 1969, played a leading role in preparing the public for a simpler, more logical currency system. The 1969 10 new pence coin is more than just a monetary object, it's a canvas of British identity. The obverse front of the coin features the familiar profile of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This particular portrait was designed by Arnold Machin, one of the most celebrated sculptors of the 20th century. His depiction of the young queen became one of the most widely reproduced images in history, even appearing on postage stamps across the Commonwealth. Surrounding the Queen's image are the Latin inscriptions, Elizabeth, Cadua, d.g.reg, f. de. These stand for, d.g.reg, by the grace of God Reg, Regina Queen, f.d. Fidei Defensor, Defender of the Faith, These titles reflect both the Queen's sovereign power and her religious role as the head of the Church of England, a tradition dating back centuries to the time of Henry VIII. On the reverse. Designed by Christopher Ironside, we see the heraldic lion, a proud and ferocious symbol of England. It's a powerful image, standing on all fours with a crowned head, roaring in defiance. The lion represents British courage, sovereignty, and continuity. Beneath the lion, the words new pence are inscribed, with the denomination 10 clearly displayed, making it user-friendly for those adjusting to decimal currency. The 1969 10 new pence coin was issued as part of the early decimal coinage and circulated widely across the UK. Unlike commemorative or limited edition coins, this piece was struck in high volumes, with over 133 million coins minted. This high mintage was necessary to prepare the economy for the impending currency shift, because it was a working coin used in everyday transactions, from buying a loaf of bread to catching a bus. It has a circulated condition in most collections today. However, its age, connection to a critical national transition, and iconic imagery have elevated it from mere change to a numismatic treasure. Collectors value it for its historical significance, artistic design, and role in a economic transformation. The 1969 10 new pence coin is composed of cupronickel, a durable metal alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It was designed to endure the wear and tear of daily use and has stood the test of time admirably. Here are the key specifications. Weight, 11.31 grams diameter, 28.5 millimeters thickness, 2.5 millimeters edge. Milled grooved edge, this coin was part of the larger decimal coinage plan, and its size and weight were chosen to match the pre-decimal florin, which it effectively replaced in value. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the value. While the 1969 10 new pence coin was produced in large numbers, the market for vintage UK decimal coins has seen renewed interest in recent years. As the UK has withdrawn older coins and designs, early decimal pieces, especially the large-sized 1p coins, minted from 1968 to 1981, have become increasingly collectible. In circulated condition. Most examples of the 1969 10 new pence coin sell for modest amounts, typically between 50 pence to £2 GBP, or roughly $1 to $3 United States dollars, depending on condition. However, well-preserved circulated examples, those with light wear and clear details, can attract higher interest from collectors. More importantly, uncirculated or proof versions of this coin can fetch higher prices. In pristine mint condition, or as part of a 1969 proof set, the value may reach up to $20 to $50, sometimes more, if sold to a dedicated UK decimal coin collector. Asterisk, but here's the twist, some rare error coins or coins with minting anomalies, such as off-center strikes or die cracks, have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. While no confirmed million-dollar sale has occurred for this particular issue, the world of numismatics is full of surprises. It's entirely possible that a unique specimen could turn up in a collector's possession, commanding a 5- or 6-figure price. Asterisk, the 196910 new pence coin captures the imagination of collectors for several reasons. Asterisk 1. Historical context. It marks the beginning of the UK's transition into decimal currency. Asterisk 2. Design. The pairing of Arnold Machin's regal portrait and Christopher Ironside's heraldic lion is iconic. Asterisk 3. Cultural value. It represents an era of change, modernization, and identity for Britain. Asterisk 4. Accessibility. It's still widely available and affordable for beginner collectors, while still being historically significant. Asterisk 5. Nostalgia. Many people grew up with this coin in their pockets, making it a sentimental item for generations. Asterisk. By 1992, the larger 10 new pence coins, like the one issued in 1969, were demonetized and replaced by smaller, lighter versions more suited to modern vending machines and wallets. The large 10p was officially withdrawn from legal tender on the 30th of June 1993. Asterisk. This move solidified the 1969 coin's place as a relic of a pivotal economic transformation. Its removal from circulation turned it from common change into a piece of history, a frozen moment from a time when Britain was reimagining its place in a modern world. Asterisk. So, is the 1969 10 new pence coin a millionaire's treasure? Not exactly, not yet. But its value lies in its story, not just in dollar signs. It's a coin that marks the end of one era and the dawn of another, a tangible reminder of Britain's step into the modern monetary system. Asterisk. If you're interested in collecting this coin, here are a few tips. Asterisk. Look for quality. Seek coins with clear details, minimal wear, and well-defined edges. Asterisk. Watch for errors. Rare minting mistakes can significantly increase value. Asterisk. Check proof sets. If you find a 1969 proof coin, it's worth more than circulated versions. Asterisk. Protect your collection. Use proper storage to prevent further wear or corrosion. Asterisk. Have you ever held a 1969 10 new pence coin in your hand? Maybe it's tucked away in an old drawer, or sitting quietly in your coin jar. Don't overlook it. Every coin has a story to tell, and this one is rich with history, culture, and national pride. Asterisk. Today, we unravel the story of one of Britain's most overlooked but surprisingly valuable coins, the 1969 10 new pence, issued just 2 years after the UK made a major switch to decimal coinage. Asterisk. Even though millions were minted, this specific coin, especially in circulated condition, has become a collector's magnet, and in some extraordinary cases, can fetch tens of thousands or even over $1 million. Depending on unique traits and rare errors. Asterisk. Let's dive into why this simple 10 pence piece may be a small fortune in disguise. Asterisk. To understand the value of the 1969 10 new pence coin, we must first look at the transition period in British currency. Asterisk. In 1968, the UK began its long-awaited shift from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a decimal-based currency. The 10 new pence coin was part of this revolutionary change and was designed to replace the florin, a 2-shilling coin, that had long served in British commerce. Asterisk. The 1969 issue was only the second year of decimal coinage in Britain. As such, every coin minted that year carries not only economic history but also represents a pivotal moment in British identity, a time when tradition met modernity. Asterisk. But what truly makes the 1969 coin so unique isn't just its role in monetary reform. It's what's on the coin end, what might be slightly off it, that has collectors worldwide willing to pay a fortune. Asterisk. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1969 10 new pence coin. Asterisk. The obverse features the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin, a design introduced in 1968 and used until 1984. Around her image is the Latin inscription, asterisk, Elizabeth II, d.g.reg, FD 1969. This stands for Elizabeth II. By the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Asterisk. The reverse displays a majestic crowned lion, known as the Lion of England, designed by Christopher Ironside. This image symbolizes British royalty, strength, and pride. Asterisk. With a weight of 11.31 grams and a cupro-nickel composition, the coin has a diameter of 28.5 millimeters, larger than today's 10 pence coins. Asterisk. In circulated condition, this might seem like an ordinary piece of metal. But here's the catch. What makes it valuable? -330 collectors don't just value coins for their age, they value rarity. minting anomalies, and historical context. Asterisk, while millions of these coins were minted, a small number of 1969 10 new pence coins stand out for one powerful reason: minting errors. That's right, some versions of this coin have been discovered with misaligned dies, off-center strikes, double strikes, missing edge, milling asterisk, and even wrong planchette errors asterisk. These minting flaws can make a circulated coin dramatically more valuable. One error coin of this type has reportedly sold in a private sale for over $16,000. And that was just a partial misstrike. Asterisk, but that's not all. Proof-like strikes, even in circulated condition, with enhanced luster and sharper detail, are increasingly desirable, pushing values to $25,000 or more, especially if authenticated by a top grading service. Asterisk, in incredibly rare circumstances, private collectors and institutions have placed values of up to $1 million for uniquely flawed or unreleased test specimens from the late 1960s. Decimal transition period. Asterisk, here's the biggest myth in coin collecting. If it's circulated, it's worthless asterisk. That could not be further from the truth when it comes to the 1969 10 new pence. Asterisk, in fact, the circulated condition may make it even more valuable, depending on the context. Why? Asterisk, because coins that circulated widely often show signs of everyday wear. But if one such coin still retains key details and contains a rare error, it becomes even more authentic, historic, and collectible. Asterisk, collectors love circulated coins that tell a story: scratches from shops in London, fingerprints from decades of handling, the grit of real history embedded into metal. Asterisk, and as these coins disappear into private collections or are scrapped for metal, the number of available 1969 10 new pence coins in decent circulated condition is shrinking rapidly. Let's talk hard numbers. If you own a 1969 10 new pence coin in clean circulated condition, it could be worth $1 to $5 if it's common with average, where $50 to $150 if it has unusual toning, clean detail, or mild errors. Asterisk, $1,000 to $10,000 for strong strikes with rarer flaws or die breaks. Asterisk, $16,000 plus for major errors, like double strikes or off-metal examples. Asterisk, and up to $1 million in the case of unique missed proof pattern or transitional strike coins. Asterisk, grading, authentication, and provenance are key factors in determining the final value. Asterisk, if you think you have one of these coins, consider sending it to NGC or PCG's reputable coin grading services. Get an official evaluation. Why you should look again. It's easy to ignore old coins lying in drawers or passed down from family, but the 1969 10 new pence coin is a reminder that ordinary money can hide extraordinary stories and unimaginable value. Asterisk, so here's what you should do. Asterisk 1. Check the year 1969. Is your target? Asterisk 2. Examine the edge. Is the milling missing or weak? 3. Look for unusual marks or strikes. 4. Consider its shine, detail, and weight. 5. Get it professionally evaluated. Who knows? That little silver coin from your grandfather's jar might just be your ticket to a six-figure auction sale. Even more. Asterisk, the world of coins is more than just collecting. It's discovering history, value, and even treasure in places we least expect. Asterisk, the 1969 UK 10 new pence coin, especially in circulated condition, proves that rarity, timing, and detail can transform something ordinary into something priceless. Asterisk,